Niggas phony, quick to roll a sucker's muffin in his eighth. I hit the drink and get some paper, ain't got no time to hit the hate. Buddy calling for his bitch, he seen her low at my estate. Shooting threes since I was young and lost count how much I make. I ain't black, but
welcome to the Game 365 podcast. I got two special guests in the building. You brothers, let them know your social media, what they call you, you know what I'm saying, on stage, behind the scenes, or whatever. We'll start with Shuttleworth.
Yes, sir. It's SF Shuttlesworth in the building. You can follow me on Instagram at Shuttlesworth Official, man. You already know, SF Entertainment.
It's 50 bands. You can follow me at 7 Flights to Light. Literally, the number 7 flights to light. Both numbers. That's all.
So, starting with you, bro. SF, man. Let's get early, you know what I'm saying, beginnings and where you from and where you come up at, man.
Okay, so I was born out here in the Washington, Seattle area. Grew up out here till I was about 8 years old. Then moved to California. Came back to Seattle when I was 13. Stayed out here again till I was about 17. Bounced back out to Cali, and came back out here again to show love.
Yeah. Talk to me. Let them know, man.
Same. No, not same as him, but shit. Baltimore, Maryland. Born and raised. 18 years. Came out here at 18. Feel me, and turn something into nothing, basically, within the span of 3 years.
That's beautiful. So how was it growing up? And I'll let you guys go both one at a time, but just what was your early experience just coming up in the streets that, you know what I'm saying, formed your idea and everything that, that you kind of formed into the persona that you have today?
Yes, sir. Well, I just use my experience to basically reflect to a broader audience and help others understand.
Yeah.
What others go through that's harder to speak on for most people. And the way that we can express it in the art form makes it so that we can open up about these experiences, and not only that, but find the beauty in them.
For sure.
Come on.
What about you, man?
As far as me, I'd say raised up kind of early. As fuck, I'm gonna just be real. You feel what I'm saying? Kind of grew up fast. I don't know if you know, but if you from Baltimore, I feel like everybody know the same. You feel me? Scenario. You grow up quick as fuck. So I kind of learned everything early. But at the same time, you feel me? It was like seeing those factors. You feel me? Like everything that I learned, I kind of was the kid who was different. Like I took the shit in instead of just hearing OG.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And just walking away like that shit don't matter. I was that kid who always was like thirsty for knowledge. So once I really got it, I flipped the standards and started pushing that message.
Speaking of knowledge, though, did you guys embrace education, or you like street knowledge more? You feel that you had a better understanding with being educated in the streets other than school?
I'll go first, man. Honestly, man, it's a mix of both. You gotta take the knowledge that you get from school, but at the same time, it's deeper than what they're teaching you.
Yeah.
It's the experiences, it's the trial and error,
Facts.
It's the personal responsibility that you take on for the first time as a kid, and then get to high school, young adult. And it's just it's that shaping experience, and that perseverance, and that
for sure.
That learning curve for sure, and knowing how to research and learning how to research, that's what
Yeah, guarantee.
But yeah, man.
So the same thing pretty much. I ain't gonna really get into that because he already basically said it. But
you speak on the streets though. I
was ready to say like, all right, me as far as like educational wise, and this is just for me. I don't encourage anybody out there to do this shit. But me, I would prefer street knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's what got me further in life. And I feel like it all depends on who you is. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it comes to that situation, because I feel like some people built for it and some people just not. You feel
Facts. I believe that too. Shit.
And me, I was one of them who always had it in them without even knowing I had it. And you feel what I'm saying? And then once I realized, I still was kind of that like humble person. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't really shine the light until I felt like I was ready to shine the light.
Yeah. What are some of you guys' talents and passions, and just what made you kind of like turn towards the music, or whatever started you guys to perfect the craft? Where did that come from? Did it come from the household? Did it come from the concrete, which is the streets? Or did somebody that influenced you along the way say, I know something about your personality, about your character, man, I feel you could be somebody and do something in this part of life?
Honestly, I call myself a creator and an artist even before I was. I almost kind of manifested it into myself. And, I got the opportunity once COVID hit. I needed something to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And, Pops got me my first little studio, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. They was all real confusing.
Shout out Pops, man. Some motherfuckers say shit. I could spend that on something else. You know what I'm saying?
That's the history lesson
$150.
right there.
Shit, you feel me?
Yeah, $150 got me right, man.
Come on.
Shout out to Pops, man. But yeah, it started off on that. YouTube videos wasn't making sense, so I ended up spending that whole first night just grinding out, figuring out how to all the buttons and doing that. And I've been doing everything myself. I self-engineer myself.
Multi-talented.
Come on, a young entrepreneur. I do all my mixing and mastering. I do all my cover arts. All my features I've networked for myself. I've never had a manager. I've never been signed.
That's good. That's good.
I don't plan on signing either. I'm trying to stay independent, but I also have my own record label, my own entertainment. So
we're gonna get into that. Let's hear from bro right here.
I'm gonna say as far as music goes, I ain't gonna lie, I was always doing this shit since you feel me, like yay high, like just freestyling with my brothers and shit, just randomly. Like I've been into this, but like what really made me take it serious was like I was like 13 maybe, you feel what I'm saying? I was in the car with my brother, you feel what I'm saying? And like I made this one like written, like it was my first time writing, you feel what I'm saying, ever and shit. Boom. And this is my first time ever spitting in front of anybody either, you feel what I'm saying? Like as far as something I wrote, like I've been writing, don't get it fucked up, you feel what I'm saying? But like as far as showing it to somebody, that was my first time, which he already know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah. That was the inspiration, like, after I did it, because he just, like, gave me, like, a reaction that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was that boost. Like, he was like, nigga, like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, it was like a smack on my head. Like, maybe you got something, you feel what I'm saying? And you don't know it. Like, see where this shit go. And then ever since then, bro, I just...
Let's flip the coin, though. Let's flip the coin. Was there any discouraging moments along the journey?
Oh, it's
you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we all post that first song, and we have these expectations.
Yeah, for sure.
And some of them exceed what we expected, but oftentimes we find a wall with that when trying something new, where it's not exactly what you expected. So basically, like, it was that beginning. For me, that was like, it was a little discouraging, because like people were telling me, keep working on it, but I was still trying to figure out how much potential I truly had, At that point, people seen more potential in me than I've seen in myself. So I had to revamp that, and over the years of doing this, I've grown to almost reverse that, to the point where now I feel like I'm slept on, I had to build that self-confidence. Once I got that self-confidence is when that dynamic changed. Once I started showing that.
And working on your craft and just finding your identity in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they're chasing other people's train. So they don't really get to manifest who they are. It's like, I want to sound like, you see what I'm saying?
Be somebody else instead of being you. That's
real talk.
Problem, bro.
Real talk. And that's kind of why we created this platform, because I want the people that are not known to anybody or known to everybody to talk about what people don't know.
Come on.
Real
you
shit.
could be Drake, but there might be a question or something that's asked that you dig what I'm saying? So we want to provide that platform, man. And I'm glad you brought him too. And I'm glad that we was able to mix like that, because now we're gonna let cats from Seattle learn about Baltimore and cats from about Baltimore. You see what I'm saying? Vice versa. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And keep this shit lit. Yeah, for sure, man. What are some of the things that you guys do on a daily just to keep yourself motivated to want to continue to push the music, push what you got entrepreneurially, because sometimes, people can get discouraged, like, man, it's just, I ain't have a good day with my girl, so I'm going to scratch that studio session. My tire's flat, scratch
Let me
that.
get this.
You see what I'm saying?
So let me pop that shit. See, it's called motherfucking distractions. You feel me? Niggas need to know when to keep it in their motherfucking pants and when not to. You feel me? It's times that, it's a time and a place for everything. And I'm only 21 saying this, and I learned this shit with nigga. There's a time and a motherfucking place for everything. You feel me? Especially as far as this grind, for real. Like, I gotta speak on this shit. As far as this grind go, bro, if anybody want to do something, bro, you gotta really, like, everything that's negative or anything that's, you feel what I'm saying, bothering you, distracting you, you feel like it's just simple shit. You feel what I'm saying? Remove that shit, bro, and focus on what the fuck you gotta focus on, because everything gonna come to you. You feel me? As long as you putting forth the effort, you really working for it, and you feel me? Keeping your eyes on it. As soon as it's over.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
I say, you gotta truly want it. And what I personally do is I keep on writing, but the biggest smack in my face is, keeping my studio right in front of my bed. So it's like I wake up and that's the first thing I see.
Yeah.
In my face.
Yeah.
Very first thing I see, so it's like, it's that inspiration, I know that I get distracted, but if I keep something in front of myself, I'm eventually have to deal with it, because I'm going to have to move on to the next thing.
Facts.
So it's like keeping that incorporated, even if I'm not recording, I'm still writing songs, I'm still listening to hundreds of beats a day, man.
That's that craft though. You know what I'm saying? You think Steph Curry and all them cats don't stay working on the jumper?
And that pile up over years. Those baby steps every single day, every single time you do that, sometimes you might do some and you see something, substantial happen in a short period of time, but oftentimes it don't work like that, it's really the grind that they don't.
That's why they call it 10,000 hours, man.
Come on,
that's mastery. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. You have something else to say.
I was ready to just add on like a little cherry on top. Motivate your motherfucking people, man.
Come on.
My God,
be there for them too, and check up on them.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm not talking about that half-ass shit, bro. Be real with motherfuckers, bro. However you feeling, don't sugarcoat that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially the ones you call brother. That's the ones I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Not the homeboy or this my friend from. I'm talking about the brothers, the one you. Pushing you to, you feel me?
Yeah,
keep
real talk.
That path, they not
real
your brothers.
Talk.
And,
let's talk about that though, man. You go because you have people who fall in all categories, and a motherfucker will wait till you're in a position, and some people will be like, damn, I didn't make that move, or I didn't think that idea, so I really want to sneak hate. I don't want to support. I want to act like I do. I got excuses of why I'm not fucking with it. I got excuses of why I'm not, doing what I need to do to show that, because everybody can't be the shooter.
I swear to God.
You see what I'm saying? I might just be the nigga on the sideline giving Steph Curry the Gatorade, nigga.
Well, that's because shooters shoot. If Steph Curry shoot 1 for 12, he's still shooting that bitch, and not everybody cut like that.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm saying, going back to what he said about supporting your people.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? Because like with LeBron's homeboys and shit, they might have all played moral support. They might have played, look, Bron ain't got no car, but I got my girl's car. We're going to make sure the nigga get to practice.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga's out on the street. I'm going to make sure he can stay on the couch because we know that, blah, blah, blah. So, you know what I'm saying? This shit works as a machine. You think what I'm saying? But I think that from you guys' generation, I want to know, what is it that needs to be done for cats to have teams, organizations, and support systems to make sure that they can climb this ladder, man, and achieve what they want or what they're going to call success. You feel what I'm saying? We
should tag team this one. I ain't going to lie.
Go ahead. Start off. One of y'all go. Who? I ain't tripping.
I would say learning when to be places where you need it, not where you want it. That's the first thing.
Pop that shit.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's just, I'm gonna let you, because that could be a history lesson.
I think it's really more so dropping the ego and looking at things for truly what they are. Sure. A lot of this, there's a lot of talk about how Seattle people don't connect as well as they should. People don't support each other how they should. And while I do agree with that to some extent, I feel as though it's really a people problem. You've been around the country, moved around a lot. You realize that people don't change. People are the same. So it's you might find different cultures, but in terms of how people move and how people are, you're gonna run into those same people that you don't like, and a different skin with a different set of eyes somewhere else, you know, and you still gonna have to deal with that.
You more muscular, probably, nigga.
All the shit. Facts. It's just how it is. Cause I done been around. I done been damn near to every main state in the United States, and there is something similar, and then there is something separate that makes everybody separate. And you know, but just good perspectives from you guys, because you guys are a different age bracket to build. You guys is wise beyond your years, and that's a good thing, because you guys can shift and change the shit going forward. Because it's going to take that generation
that's the goal.
You dig what I'm saying? That sees both sides.
That's what I'm here for.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was one of y'all too. Real shit.
Like,
don't get this shit confused. Now I talk this way because I chose to open that motherfucking book.
Yeah, real talk.
That was something I chose to do.
Yeah.
Not because somebody said go open it. No.
Yeah.
Because I didn't
self-motivation.
know what the fuck was you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what was right.
Real talk.
You know?
How you feel about that though? You know, being black, being young, growing up, you know, inner city, Baltimore, Seattle, or moving around, and people despise or look down or think a cat's a nerd because he wants to master something or learn something or educate himself about something that a lot of motherfuckers is letting these European labels get over. Here, sign this. We're going to give you a chain. And you don't know how to read because, remember back then, remember when I was a nerd for learning how to read, but when I signed mine or I'm learning this business and starting this business like the right way, I got the upper hand. But remember, you thought you was too slick, too hood, because you was looking down on a nigga that liked to read them paragraphs in that book. But now it's coming in handy now when they put that contract in front of me, or when I'm starting this business, or when I'm doing this independent deal, or when I got to sign this shoe to Nike, I'm being able to understand what these words mean versus me being a tough, illiterate cat who thinking that. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. How you guys feel about that, man?
I'm going to let you, because I know yours is...
Pop this shit, man. This is the Game 365 podcast, man. We pop this shit. You know what I'm saying? Real game. No lame. Talk to me,
say
man.
It again. Say it again, nigga.
Come on.
All game, no lame, man. Yeah, you know?
You know, well, in terms of the European influence and how it's affecting our community, in a sense, it's really like I try to not let it affect me. However, I don't forget shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I still peep everything, and at the end of the day, I'm never afraid to educate anybody. However, it's not something that, you know, if somebody don't believe, I ain't gonna make nobody believe. You know, I ain't gonna try to convince this white person that, you know, you look so-called white person. Far,
I know what you said.
Far back in their lineage that once upon a time someone with my skin color or darker taught their ancestors something. You know, gave their ancestors some, or did some type of business with their ancestors.
And we just talk about. I'm speaking more, not even just that. I'm speaking about us, because we're on each other's head about being educated. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I mean, though, because we already know that aspect of history. I'm talking about how we, as black youngsters or minorities, frown upon the ones that came up just like us, who want a way out through education, through opportunity, through, you know, it might be school, it might be you the best in hoop, but you got to get this, you know what I'm saying, this education to get out, but you're going to reach back. That's how you got mama out the projects. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I mean, because we already know about that other part. Right. We already know how that game go. Talk about that and whatever your opinion was about to be, but you see where I'm at now with it.
You want me to?
Go ahead, pop your shit.
I was ready to say, as far as that shit goes, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I don't feel no type of way, because like I already knew what to expect. You see what I'm saying? I told you, I kind of grew up faster than I was supposed to. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like growing at like 15, 16.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Strip clubs, all type of shit. You feel me? Not trying to put all of that out there. But real shit, like I was, you feel me, very aware, very young. So you feel what I'm saying? Like when it came to that, I'm not going to fake. And this is a little bit of game I shouldn't give out, but I'm still going to give it out. You feel what I'm saying? See, I'm going to be real. I already had the set of crowd picked out. You feel what I'm saying? Way before I even knew what the fuck I was doing. Way before.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta know who the fuck you surrounded by. That's what it really is. You feel what I'm saying?
Real
Like, you
talk.
gotta be able to peep a snake. You feel what I'm
Facts.
saying? From a motherfucking wolf, the sheep, the whole. You gotta be able to differentiate.
Real
because
talk. You gotta know the animal kingdom.
And you know, real shit. And you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, you know, this ain't just street knowledge, just kind of from being a fucking knucklehead going to jail, you know, and dumb shit, you know, I ain't trying to glorify that shit. Don't go to jail.
Yeah, for real. I've been there. Don't go to jail, kids.
Real shit.
Yeah, facts.
But, like, this is something that had to be instilled through there. I'm not gonna sit here and fake, you feel me, like I'm just this jolly motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying? And not to mention, like he said, it's about the will. Like, niggas gotta want to, regardless of your skin complexion, regardless, you gotta want to change. You gotta want to better. You feel what I'm saying? You, not off of nobody influence because you're here, this and that. You gotta, you feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got their own path and their own vision. So whatever is right to you, I say follow that. You feel what I'm saying? Wherever you see yourself and picture yourself in the next, you feel them, stay there.
And I want to add to that because it's like with what you were talking about, how we could be frowned upon by even our own kind, you know, for trying to do things. It's like that same jealousy is the root of the issue. You know, it's like if you're focused on someone else and putting all this energy into trying to bring someone else down, then you're not even focused on yourself.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man.
That's why I said you gotta focus.
You gotta focus, man. You gotta have tunnel vision. You see what I'm saying? Facts.
I mentioned too another big thing before we even get out this topic. Don't be scared to change, bro. That's the real fucking problem. Motherfuckers is scared of you. That's our problem, man.
Facts.
You feel me? Because I'm putting myself in that. You feel what I'm saying as well? Because it took a minute to get to this point. But
validation.
Scared to change. That's the
real talk.
Like, be able to take you. Like, how the fuck you gonna learn? You feel what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, the family that you family that you raised up with, they only can teach you but so much. The most you gonna gain knowledge from is people that you don't know versus the motherfucker you know.
Fast forward now, so all the knowledge, all the experience, the passion, I hear it in you guys' voice, and I hear wisdom and intelligence from some young brothers. How does this all fit into the craft now? How do you guys put all this on paper, or if you just freestyle it on the mic and you punch in? Let's talk about the music now. Let's talk about how you mix this shit like gumbo on the track, man, and you serve it to the world. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that because people want to know, because a lot of people don't know where people come from. That's why I always start with, figuring out the early years, because you don't know somebody's struggle, and this is why Future might rap like he rap. Even though Drake's from Canada, you don't know he went through whatever. That's why he said what he said. You don't know people's background in order to figure out why they are in the present or, where they're going in the future. So let's talk about stuff like that, man, so they can get a feel for how you craft your lyrics, how you craft your songs, how, if you're a producer or if you make beats, whatever, man. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's really the art in it for me. Some people some people they have bigger roles or smaller roles than others. Me myself, I always knew I had big shoes to fill. So it's like, being my own rock and my own foundation.
For sure.
Going out there and doing things myself, making sure that I learn these things myself and not have to rely on nobody. Made it so now I'm in the position to where I can have a team around, and now I do rely on others, but it came from the foundation of me relying on myself, to build something for myself. Now it's like, I'm continuing to push that, I'm continuing to build up my catalog, and continuing to do that, because that's what I realized now after I put out so many songs that that's really the way to do it. At first I thought it was, you put out a couple songs here, or you spend years on working on a song or something, put it out, and then put all this promo into it. And it's like, no, that's not even the case, man. You gotta flood the market, real shit.
It's way bigger than that, bro.
You get 100 songs, you make $100 off of each of them. That's a quick little
real talk. Especially if you got the hustler's mentality, though. You know what I'm saying?
I start from the streets. You ask me,
What about you, man?
But I'm gonna say honestly, what really keeps me, probably the pain. I'm gonna just be real. Like
the emotion.
The emotion.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
you feel what I'm saying? All the struggle. Like I kind of take that, and this was something I was taught like 15, 16. Dad, shout out to my dad's wife now. I was ready to say girlfriend, but wife now. You feel what I'm saying? Real shit. She told me, what's gonna get you the furthest in this shit is you putting your genuine feelings on a, you feel me, piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand until, and I was told this shit, I was like, what, 13, 14, you feel what I'm saying? But I really didn't understand until I was like 16, 17. And once I was like, stopped being scared to put the pain on the page, like was my real motivation. Not to mention like the people.
You
feel what I'm saying? Like telling me like, you know, it's just simple shit. It don't even be the big shit for me. It just be like a light for me that it like, and niggas watching that actually, you feel what I'm saying? Just the simple shit for me. That's what it is. It's not really about the big shit.
Yeah. What you got? Starting with you. What's your definition of game?
You know, applied knowledge and information.
Talk to me.
Truly.
Talk to me, man. Simple but real important.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? What about you, man?
I say whatever you feel better is your situation and or you.
Come on.
Ooh wee. One shot drops right here, man. Top 3 artists in your region, Baltimore, man. I want to know because they don't know, man. They want to know what's popping out there, man.
All right, okay.
Top 3 artists about to be more careful, man. You know, man. Listen, man.
Shit.
You know, top 3, man.
Okay.
You know, who you rocking, man?
If we being honest, me personally, and this is just like strictly based off the fact. This is not like, you feel me? This is just on some quick shit and strictly off the fact. Because I'm more of a bars person.
He gonna get hate mail. He worried about the hate mail. He trying, disclaimer.
I'm really from there, so you know you guys. Real shit, don't play 18 years, but you know, I know this shit gonna cause a lot of controversy. But me personally, I'm more of a bars person when it comes to music. So if we saying top 3, and I ain't gonna lie, this is not to shine light on bro or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? For no clout. But shout out that boy Sean on the Rise. Top. You feel what I'm saying? Just off the
Sean on the Rise?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out Sean on the Rise.
You know,
come on.
Shit.
Talking shit,
top,
man.
Just off the fact, like, he was the one who got me. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where I am as far as, like, expressing myself in the music. And I'm gonna just keep it so gangster.
Yeah.
Second, probably YG Tech, and third, Young Moose, obviously.
You said it again, Damoose?
Young Moose.
Oh, Young Moose. What about you, bro? Is it, you want to say, for you, Pacific Northwest, or you want to say Seattle?
Yeah, I can do it out of Seattle.
Okay, let's do your thing. Top 3, man. Top 3. I need to know, man.
You know, this is in no order. You know, I like putting myself in here, but for this, I'm going to strictly do, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I respect that. I respect that.
My first one, I go with Make a Million.
You know, he's nice. He's nice, man. He's consistent.
Come on.
Yeah.
Put Mike Jack in there as well.
He's nice too.
You know.
Shout out them boys too. Shout out them boys.
I gotta say Mafia D and
Mafia D's hard
for that Sauce Walker song.
Oh, that one he did with Go. Yeah. That shit's hard. That shit's hard. What would you tell your younger self, man? You guys is young, but what would you tell that 8, 9, 10-year-old that is just hungry to be somebody? He's looking at everybody on the internet. He's looking at, I could be a rapper at 11, but he don't know what to do because he's so young enough. He don't even know if he want to be a fireman, a rapper, or a hooper. What would you tell him at the age you are, the stage you guys are mentally, and having the knowledge that you guys have based upon the craft, the music business, the industry, whatever you want to call it? What would you tell them youngsters, man? What game would you give a man, like what to do, what not to do? I need pros and cons. You feel what I'm saying?
Me, I would say, and this is just me, I'm not speaking for nobody else. Honestly, I would say to him, you feel what I'm saying? Focus on being your age. You feel what I'm saying? Don't try to rush what's ahead, because you know that shit gonna come. Regardless of how you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just as real as I can keep it. Stick to being, you feel what I'm saying, where you at each stage. Yeah. Don't try to rush it, because when you try to rush it, that's forcing a reality. We don't do that.
So, well, good answer, man.
I say, know thyself, be thyself.
Ooh.
Real shit.
Ooh. That's one of my favorite books by Naeem Akbar, too, man. Know thyself.
Homework.
Come on now. Put y'all up on some little, literary giants, man. Know thyself, man. Yeah, I like that.
Because you tell, especially like, 8, 9, 10 years old, man. Like,
it's different.
You forcing a kid to question if they even know who they are.
Yeah, yeah.
And that could do so much, man. Like
psychological damage, man.
Boundaries,
Man.
just enforcing, you feel them, all type of shit. Especially the ones who actually pay attention.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause
How have I don't mean to cut you off, but how have women in you guys' life played a role?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying, that you guys getting where you need to go, or how have they subtracted from you guys being able to go where you need to go? We got to talk about all this shit, man, because the women play a key role in our lives too. You see what I'm saying? It's the reality.
Shout out to women too.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to all the women out there.
Shout out moms, you know, mama only child. Just man, my mom's my rock for all my life, real shit.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
My pops was there in my older like teenage years, but my mom been there since jump, you know, and devoted her life to me. So you know, on that end, you know, for real. Also, my grandmother, you know, she been there for me too. You know, literally all my life, you know, since the jump. So you know, I gotta give credit to them, you know, and really their strength. You know, they were in a sense like scared to show their flaws to me at such a young age, you know. So because they wanted to set such a good example for myself, but then they realized once I started talking to them and opened up myself that their flaws could teach me much more than any of the acting or faking could ever do.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, bro?
I come from a family of 9, including me, so fucking 10 is a whole different ball game. Real shit, like, nigga, I got 6 sisters and then 3 other brothers, so it hit different. Like, nigga, that's game. Let's bring the game shit back. I already had. This is what I'm saying. I grew up fast as shit. So shout out to the women. That's why I said that shit first and foremost, because you gotta have both with this shit.
Yeah, guaranteed.
You know, in order to go somewhere, but I do want to give a special shout out to moms, regardless of the shit we go through. You feel what I'm saying? She was my mom and dad through the whole. I'm not even going fake. Like it's been times where and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say this publicly. Like I done got fucked up, but you know, she was that one who threw me right back out that motherfucker. You feel me? Like nah, you go back out there no matter how fucked up. That's what gave me my motivation.
Yeah, for sure.
Alone and trust and believe. You feel me? Some of them I definitely still got whipped again, but some of them I came out the motherfucking victor. And that was the thing about it. Shout out my dudes, real shit.
Let's talk about current projects. Any new music? Any entrepreneur things you guys want the world to know? Let's start with you, man. Let's talk about that.
Yes, sir. Well, I got Jack of All Trades out right now. You know, that came out just before the new year. You know, go stream that. It's out on all platforms. It's the biggest project I've dropped up to this point. We got some more projects rolling out. I can't reveal those two yet, you know, or too soon yet. However, you know, I will tell y'all we got a whole lot dropping. We got a lot of features coming in as well, and you know, a lot of different producers that we're working with as well. Different sounds, whole different vibes, whole different genres, and you know, really spin that game for real.
Talk to me. I like that, man.
Come on. And as far as, I don't even want to get into that because he already said it. There's too much shit going on. But, you know, what I will say is we kind of changing the lane, too. You feel me? Don't get it fucked up because you said as far as, you know, you want them to know as well. So yeah. It's way more than just music coming. That's all I'm going to say.
Talk to me. So does that mean that that's kind of leading into the entrepreneurial question, too?
Yes.
Okay. So where do they find you guys for whenever they do decide to follow the music or the entrepreneurial stuff you guys got going on? Is that to be determined, or you got some sites that they can follow? Let everybody know, man.
Well, you know,
all to be determined. If we've been honest, like,
I mean, we got our socials, you know, our link trees, you know, at linktree.com/SF Shuttlesworth, but you know, that'll be on my Instagram when you check that out.
Everybody shutting their bio.
We got the YouTube. We're pushing out YouTube content. We also have some YouTube content creators a part of the team as well.
Okay, that's good. That's what's up.
Like I said, we got our own entertainment, our own label, so we have artists underneath that. Shout out MBB34. Shout out
I'm
Big
gonna shout
J.
out that boy.
You know,
Talk to me,
we're
man. Put them
pushing that.
together, man. Slide them this way. Let them know
Yes,
we can
sir.
work.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have to get them in here for sure.
Yeah.
But just trying to find them new opportunities, and you know, as I'm out here trying to grow myself, also, you know, being mindful and trying to help my team out along the way, and push my artists in the right direction to succeed, you know, and go the best route that they can.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you guys. It was a blessing. You guys young, but spit some knowledge beyond your years.
Come on.
Popping it, passionate.
Oh, wait, could I emphasize?
Go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. He got something to drop on y'all, man.
Shit, I got some shit to emphasize. Bro, do not be scared to hit us up either, bro, because I hate that shit. Like, do not be on no weird ass shit. And
I
all
see
that,
y'all
like,
playlists on Spotify. Y'all be listening to my shit. You think I don't know?
I
don't know.
Talk your shit, man. Let them know, man. You know,
really trying to work, bro, hit us. Not like half working, though. Like, really trying to work. Like, really trying to change your situation. Not no play.
they've been wasting time and shit out here, man.
Man, bullshit and talking.
Trolling, faking, and
Talking down about.
Yeah.
But they the same ones who doing the same.
Last question, man, because that led me to think about a couple things. You know, kind of went into it earlier, but what is the biggest motivation a hater can give you guys? Because sometimes it ain't about exchanging friendly fire with the hater. It's about success is the best revenge, man. I'm gonna boss up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Talk to me, man. This is the last question, and we gone.
The best you can do for anyone is being yourself. So if you're a hater, be that.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Me, you said the biggest motivation shit, telling me I'm broke.
Game 365 podcast, man. I appreciate y'all sliding through, man. One love, man. Yes, sir.
One love.
Niggas phony, quick to roll a sucks muffin in his safe. I hit the drink and get some paper, ain't got no time to hit the hay. Buddy calling for his bitch, she seen her low at my estate. Shooting three since I was young and lost count how much I make. I ain't black, but I always come in late. Like pollution in my city, I got stars up in the race. Shorty sucked the dick for hours, she don't care how long it take. Poppin' shots, cutting J, quick to slide with baby. I keep some doggy tucked away, cause I done seen some rainy days.